Hello, everyone. Welcome to our spring AOL podcast today. Hope you all are enjoying the beautiful weather. I'm Professor Mahfouja Malik, and I am your AOL 221 Introduction to Assurance of Learning professor. Today, we have an excellent guest and a very active and engaging AOL committee member, Professor Sam Shelfall. Hello, Sam. How are you doing?
I'm Afuja. I'm doing great today. Very excited to be talking about AOL and talking to you just more casually about what we do. So
Thank you, Sam, for your time today. Sam, so would you please share your overall experience working on the AOL committee so far for the last couple of years?
yes, absolutely. So I joined the AOL committee in 2022, and it's been a really fulfilling committee. We have, I won't, I don't want to be a brown noser, but it's like we do have great leadership within the committee. That makes it really exciting to come in each week or every 3 weeks to come in and sort of tackle sort of what we need to do. But it's been really interesting. I didn't know anything about assurance of learning before I came in. I don't come from, before I came to Sacred Heart, I didn't come from an AACSB background. Or I didn't know really anything about accreditation because I, just finished my PhD. So it's been really interesting to see sort of this side of the university and this side of the type of service that we do as faculty members. And so it's been really just very interesting, very, very. I like the fact that we are able to connect with so many parts of the college as well. And so it's been in a lot of different ways very fulfilling experience. So I've just been having a really good time with it. So,
Yes,
but it
good.
has been quite a busy semester. And so I don't know if for Mafujed, would you like to tell us about all the things that we're doing? I know we've recently done some things with curriculum mapping this semester, but what do we expect to do with that data?
Yes, Sam. Curriculum mapping, we are doing this semester and we are very busy with it. So for this curriculum mapping, we are doing it both for undergraduate and graduate programs. So this curriculum mapping is not only just the data collection process, it's more on how we will utilize the data to improve our curriculum. Once we get the full pictures and we will assess every program separately, and we will see where are the curriculum gaps. Every program has some competencies, and we will check whether those competencies are being covered in each and every program, no matter it's an undergraduate like a sport management program or a big MBA program. If we see any gap, then we all need to work together, especially the program chairs or program directors involving all faculty, how we can fill up those gaps. And not only the mapping information, but also the assessment information all together will help us to improve the curriculum, to improve our students' learning experience. And if you know, Sam, you also attended last week, we had a great training with Professor Karen Turnoff, who is our ASCSB trainer, and she delivered a great lecture on how we can utilize the data. And what we will do, we will also send the video recording of the training to all faculty, and each program will work at program levels utilizing the data to improve their curriculum. So I think this was a long due. For the last about 10, 12 years, we didn't do the curriculum mapping. We have so many new programs, new courses, and we are doing a very comprehensive mapping, not only our core business courses, but also major required, even elective courses. So hopefully we will get very intensive and full pictures, and that will help us to make some real improvement, data-driven improvement. So that is all
Absolutely.
about, yes.
Yeah, and I know, like you said, it's long been overdue, and I know it's going to help, our committee a lot as well. But it's also going to help, talking to our own program director in sport management. I think it's going to help sort of the way we map our own courses, just for the purposes of our own major too. And so, it's been really sort of interesting to sort of see where we can assess each of these competencies within each of our courses as well. And attending Dr. Tarnoff's last meeting on Friday as well, it's interesting to sort of consider how this isn't only just maybe for the faculty, but how maybe there are ways in which we can sort of explain this to students or incorporating them somewhat in the process as well. But those are the sorts of discussions we were having and ways that we could continue those discussions as well. So
Right, right. Thank you for bringing that point. That was quite interesting. We didn't think it, like how we can utilize or involve the students even in the curriculum mapping process. Student will also feel some empowerment in the process, and they can see what are the objectives or goals for each programs and where and how they are learning. So definitely we will work on that, especially not only involving program directors, chairs, and faculty, but also at some point students too.
100%. So I'm really excited to see what that comes up with. And I know we'll have discussions in our own department about it moving forward as well. But I know we're also busy with undergraduate and MBA assessments as well. And that's been a lot of what we've been doing the past year or two that I've been on the committee as well. So Mafuji, would you like to please give us some updates on sort of the assessments that we've been doing this semester?
Yes, this is the busiest semester for I would say since we had our last accreditation, because we are here doing all undergraduate programs assessment, major assessments that includes ethics, critical thinkings, and bite exam. I'll explain a little bit what the test is about, and oral presentations. And we have several undergraduate programs like accounting, finance, econ, fashion marketing, sports management, business analytics also is a new addition. But what we are doing for all these programs, we have common competencies. So we are using the same instruments, same competencies for the assessment purpose. But please remember that when we do the accreditation and the assessment, it's for each and specific program. So we are, for example, we are assessing oral presentations in MK201 Introduction to Marketing course. All majors are taking it, this oral assessment. They will participate in, and we will accumulate the data and we will check what our students are doing. So we are doing the assessments combinedly, but at one point we have to look at each program. The same thing we are also doing ethics and critical thinking in MGT 231. And Professor Richard Pate has been very, very helpful to accommodate these two important assessments and coordinating with other faculty who are teaching the course this semester. And another important assessment we are doing, it's we call BITE exam, where we assess all foundational business knowledge for our students. That includes accounting, finance, economics, marketing, management, and one of the newest addition here is analytics and technology. This assessment is happening now this week, and we are using MGT 401 strategic management courses. All seniors will be taking one Blackboard multiple choice questions based exam, and that is a long exam, 2 hours, but they are taking it home using the responders lockdown meter, and we will analyze the data. I just took a quick look in the Blackboard, so not many students completed the course yet, the test yet, but we will see how the data looks like. We'll overall see what's the scores, and we'll also see each and every area specific scores, and that will also tell us in which area we need to put more efforts for improvement.
Yes, and I know we've been also talking about sort of where the sort of the bar for passing, not passing has been. We're always striving to have our students continually improve on those, but it's been interesting to sort of see. And you bring up a point earlier as well. We've had so much help from our faculty as well, and thinking about sort of how we're sort of building that culture of AOL on our campus. But I don't want to open another can of worms. That could be a whole other podcast in itself. But it's interesting. It's really encouraging to see how many of our faculty members just outside of the committee have been helping us as well.
Oh, yes, yes, that's a great point, and definitely that's the most important task for us now, building up the AOL culture so that each faculty feels that we are part of the process. More or less every faculty we are doing AOL in our own courses, right? Every semester, you make some changes in your course, I make changes. Each and every faculty, we make changes either in curriculum, either in delivery or pedagogical tools, instruments. All these are part of our AOL process. So we just need to know what are the changes and improvements faculty are doing in their courses. So in one sense, all are involved in, but we just need to structure and collect the data. And we have been very like fortunate to get supports from every faculty. Whomever I reached out, everyone is very, very supportive. For example, management department chair Janine supported us, Professor Janine and Gracie, and MGT 401 professors, Professor Valerie Christians, Professor Ravi Dhingra, and few other professors. They're so generous to accommodate these assessments and to help and to encourage, especially encourage the students and involve the students in the process. So you are right. The main success behind this process would be the faculty, and we are working our best to involve the faculty in the process.
100%. Absolutely. And it's really exciting to see too. But and sort of on that point, sort of looking forward, thinking about maybe where our next task is, like how are we going to move forward in this committee?
Right. So our next task will be assessing the data, because sometimes we just feel that, again, I'll repeat, well, it's not just data collection exercise, it's assessing the data and utilizing the data to show where we are making the improvements, where we need to make the improvements. And we also have some other goals too. First, we will work on conversion of all paper-based forms into electronics forms. We recently purchased a software which is called Accredinator. This software will be very useful for the overall accreditation purpose, and we will also use different formats on the software that will help us to extract different tables that will be useful for the final report for the accreditation. And we also internally use several forms. For example, I send out the forms to every program directors right after the assessments. We call it competency report or goal report forms. Those are currently paper forms. So we'll convert it into electronics. We also have a plan to construct a dashboard, either using any visualization tools such as Power BI or Tableau, so that we can make the data really available to the faculty and we can get some sense through those visual representations. And I and Barbara, we are also working on cleaning up our blackboard. So we have a lot of to do, and it's an ongoing process, Sam. And I'm very, very happy that we have a very, very effective AOL team like you and few other members, and that's why we are making things happen, and we are continuously improving the process and working on each and every AOL test as a committee.
Yeah, and that's all what it's all about. Like we just want to make this process more available, easier, more accessible for our faculty, just so that we can increase buy-in and sort of do the most effective work that we can do. So
Right,
yeah, I'm very
right.
excited for everything moving forward.
Thank you very much, Sam. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and I would like to convey my thanks especially to you. I know you are a management department faculty, and we have been using several management department courses for our undergraduate assessment. Also, you are working with the MBA program. MBA is a big program, so I would really like to convey my thanks for all of your engagement and all of your participation. Thank you for being our guest today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Happy to talk anytime.
Thank you.